Hi, Grateful Gang. How you doing? Oh, wait, look here. Haha, there you are. Hey, everybody. It's been a long time, like 3 weeks, right? I'm getting back on the bandwagon because I jumped off um, this new job, which I'm very grateful for. Like, for the first, 2 weeks or so, whatever, I would just come home and go to bed. No exercise, no nothing. Just, okay. And come home, go to bed. A lot of times means walk from the dining room table to the sofa and go to sleep. And then wake up and see, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, might as well go back to bed. So, yeah, so I've been out of it. But I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys. But thank you so much, Carla, for sending out that video last week. I love you, girl. Thank you. So I'm glad to be back on the bandwagon, not just for the videos are concerned, but where the videos are concerned, but also back on the bandwagon, with actually writing down the whole grateful thing. So writing down 20 statements, it's not 40, but 20 statements of gratefulness, 20 statements of I am statements. I need to dig into the meditations, but sometimes I run out of time. And for a while, I was just doing listening to them, just letting them play because I didn't have time to write them down. And that was cool too. But I think for me, it's more effective just to write it. So I'm grateful to be back on the bandwagon with that. And as far as my no sugar journey is concerned, what do I have down here? Real private, y'all just gonna know some of my business, but the truth is I kind of really feel the benefits of not eating processed food and processed sugar and all this other stuff. Since I was a little girl, since I've been on my period, I've always had severe period pain. I can't walk. This really hurts. My back hurts. It's just terrible. And in recent years, my period, for me, I could always feel it coming on in my voice, and I would blush, not hemorrhage, but I would actually blush while I was on my period, which was why? But apparently all those hormones do stuff. And it's very common for women. And most people don't know that that's what's going on. But yeah, I've been to the ENT enough to know. And, so my periods were just really, 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 really painful and often kind of long too. And since I stopped eating refined sugar, and I even cut out fruit, but fruit's back in the mix. But I even cut out fruit for about a month and a half. And my past 2 periods have not been particularly painful. It was oh, I'm on my period. You know how people their period sneaks up on them? That's never been me. That's never been me. So yeah. So I'm grateful for that because it can be really bad. I wouldn't say that it's debilitating. I know some people who have straight debilitating periods. I wouldn't say that mine is debilitating, but it's definitely not fun. It's definitely not fun. So I'm grateful that that at least no sugar has been helpful with that. But not just with that, I was singing the other day, and my mom has noticed, but I've noticed too, my voice sounds a lot better. It's a lot fuller. But I just, I'm able to do a little more with my voice than I was, a couple of months ago. And that's pretty awesome. I'm telling you, had I known sugar make your voice jacked up, I would have given up Jolly Ranchers ages ago. Okay, I had a whole Jolly Rancher Ricola and vitamin C cough drop addiction. Did I say honey? Because that's the main culprit. Um, so I'm grateful for that because I was able to hit a note that I haven't been able to sing. I sang and I was like, this is kind of high. Hold up. And I went down to the piano and I tested. I said, okay. I haven't been able to sing that in a while. So I'm really grateful for that. I also have been just in the kind of like long process of like trying to make a decision. And I spoke to my counselor and she was like, why don't you talk to some of the people you trusted? And I was like, I don't really want opinions. I just want to make a right choice and not feel like I was led or whatever. And she was like, well, sometimes it's good to talk to people, blah, 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 blah. And then the Bible verse that came to me, which I had been thinking of, but kind of ignoring in the back of my head, which was dumb, was in a multitude of counsel, there is safety. But where there is no counsel, people fall. And I'm not trying to fall, okay? I'm already down, down. Like, don't nobody need to be downer, okay? So I'm trying to work my way back up to the top. Round and around. Everything's a musical. Okay. Some of y'all gonna catch that. So I'm glad, like after I talked to my counselor, I spoke with my mom about it and my sister and my mentor, her situation is similar to mine. Shout out to Marquita Lister, diva extraordinaire. I'm happy she's on my side. So it was just nice to talk to them and just kind of feel them out on what they thought was a good idea. And they, it was just good to hear some kind of sound advice. Hopefully, I have a tendency of like delaying decisions because I'm afraid to make the wrong decision. And sometimes time decides for me, which is not smart. So, I'm trying to avoid that. I hope in this case that I have done so. But we'll find out officially tomorrow. And, but I think I have. And, God is good. So I'm just glad to make a decision. Like, make one. Like, pick something and then adjust if you need to, But I feel okay about it and I'm like high key, low key at peace about it. And it's just nice to come to make a decision. It's just nice to not be worried about it. So yeah. I'm grateful for the conversation I just had with my niece and my nephew, and I did talk to my sister. So I'm grateful for my family, like I miss everybody. Crazy thing is, when I had to do training for my job, like I had to go in the office and there were people in the office and it was like human beings, or as Bernie Sanders would say, human beings. Human. I love it. So I've been saying human for the past like 3 days. So pardon me. But I'm really grateful that I got a chance to like, talk to strangers and like, nobody wants to be like up close and right up on people. But I was really like grateful to just see other people, talk to other people. One of the people went to Morgan. I was like, what? You went to Morgan? He was like, when'd you start Morgan? And he said he started Morgan in 2006. I was like, wait, oh my gosh. And he was like, I lived in Morganview. I said, I lived in Morganview was like, oh my gosh, like a conversation. Like, this is, remember this? But not just a conversation, because you talk to people all the time, right? But like, meeting somebody, interaction, it's just crazy. So I'm grateful for the interaction that I've had in a couple of days that I had to do the training in at the job. And I'm just, for all of you guys who are out there and you're not living with somebody and you can't necessarily get a hug, I love you. And when we can hug, we'll hug again. And I miss you guys. And I'm grateful for my baby cousin. I think I said this last week, but my baby cousin was born. Kylo, he's so cute. He's just tiny. He's so cute. And did I say my niece and my nephew, talking to them? My niece might actually take one of my little recital counts for her prom. I'm excited. She may or may not pick mine, but if she does, I'm not going to complain. Okay. And, one more thing. There's a song that I was listening to in the morning, like right before work. It's interesting. Working a job outside of your field, it just kind of feels like, sometimes, like, has it come to this? But the thing is, it's temporary and it's a means to an end. And okay. But sometimes, like, it can be a little overwhelming. I finally figured out what I do. I'm the help desk. So when people have questions, they ask me. They have questions about technology, how to access certain portals within the company system, how to do XYZ. They ask me. And sometimes I can answer their questions. Sometimes I need help. But, I'm learning it. It's not so bad. I'm kind of learning it slowly but surely. And I'm piecing together, where the training kind of had some gaps to what, the people who do this know. So it's a little learning curve, but I'm getting there. But my first day, I was like, this is not a stage, you guys. But I'm grateful, and I had to I had to be grateful and just like, no, we're not going to have a whole hissy fit at work. We're just going to be like, no, I'm grateful for this job. I'm learning something new. I'm picking up a new skill. When I got home, I did have a little meltdown. But I'm grateful, number one, that I believe this is temporary. I believe, I'm going to be doing my thing back on stage again someday soon. But in the meantime, between time, I was trying to calm myself down, and I played some Simote. If you don't know Simote, I'm going to leave a song. He has a song called Be Okay. And that really was like, yes, Simote. His name is Thomas. His real name is Thomas. His stage name is Thomas backwards. Simote. So give me Simote. The T is silent. So I'm going to leave a link to that song below. This has been long. I love you guys. I miss you guys. This will probably come out tomorrow because I need to go to bed. It's almost 12 o'clock and I got to wake up super dumb early. But I love you guys. And sorry for not putting these out there, but I love you. And, keep me in prayer. I keep you in prayer. Even if you don't keep me in prayer, I keep you in prayer. But I believe and I know we praying for each other. Amen. Love you. Bye.